Wartman RE Properties here. I wanted to do this and go over some stats with you. First time doing this, so we'll see how it goes. This is actually showing today the average sold price of $371,552. That's for the month of August, and that's a little bit lower than it was in July. July was about $1,100 higher, but if you see the overall change from year over year, we still are up 4%, and that's the entire MLS. Certain areas of town have obviously gone up a lot more than that over a year, you know, between 7 and 10%, depending on where you live. New listings are up, actually 3% over last year. Active listings, we are just about the same, and sold listings a little bit less. Last year was kind of crazy. The median price, which is basically there's the same number of houses that sold for less than this price as there were for over this price. It's 330 currently. It was 332 last month. Still almost 5% over last year. The average days on market, it went down a little bit. It's 22 days right now for the entire Pikes Peak region right now, and month supply went up a little bit from 1.3 to 1.4. Homes sold year to date, we're down 100 over last year. That's some, you know, let's just take that with a grain of salt. It's basically on track. It's about the same as it was last year. It's just changing different prices, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. The interesting thing on this, or one of the interesting things, is this this little graph shows where it's a seller's market. You see the price range. Let me get my head out of the way here. It shows where the seller's market way all the way up to about 450. You know, it's pretty active right there in the seller's market. They get to kind of name their prices, and they got a lot more leeway to bargain with the buyers. And over here is where it gets kind of interesting. About 775,000 is where it switches from a seller's market to a buyer's market, and it just kind of goes from there. The next thing, whoop, this is weekly stats, and this kind of shows what's interesting about this one is it shows the price ranges up here, and I'm gonna have all this stuff. You can click it in the email below, and you can download this PDF, and you can go through it all you want. But the interesting down here is when you're looking at it, is down at the bottom, it's got last year's year-to-date sold for the same month. And if you notice, all the way up to 400,000, basically, there are less homes sold. Like there's 840 homes sold last year under 200,000, and right now we're only at 430. That's mainly because of the price ranges are all going up. 200 to 299. Right now we're at 3865, and last year was almost 4400. 300 to 400, 3768, and last year we're 3149. So right there above 300 is where it changes. We're ahead of last year's sales year to date currently. Anyway, I hope this was interesting to you. It's my first time doing it. See how this goes next time. And if you have any questions or need any help, please feel free to give me a call, 719-231-5525, for all your buying, selling, and property management needs. Thank you. Bye. Oh, find the off button.